Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and it is Little Ladies' Day once more. So join us on a little adventure for Little Ladies' Day 2025. A princely persona. Ah, Lilith, how wonderful to have such a reliable helper on hand. As you've no doubt noticed, the Little Ladies' Day festivities are upon us once more. By the way, I must ask, you know of the Songbirds, do you not? How silly of me, of course you do. That trio of princess-styled entertainers were relatively unknowns when they first took to the stage, but they've since become a Little Ladies' Day staple. Now, we hope to introduce another such sensation, but this time the singer will be butler-themed. I've titled this new act the Seneschal Prince, a royal among servants and loyal servant to his princess. The prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance, but would seem our chosen star is yet to return from picking up his costume. Though there is ample time ere the show begins, his prolonged absence is a source of concern, to say the least. If only I were not so preoccupied with preparations. Would you mind looking in on him for me? Picot is his name, and he was meant to be speaking with a designer at Eshtame's Aesthetics. Well, I guess we should dress a little bit more appropriately, as the songbirds have been mentioned. Ah, here we are. Picot. It has to shine with a sharp, frozen brilliance, like a blizzard slicing through the darkest night. And it should dazzle, like a searing flame, threatening to burn your fingers at the nearest touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? Wait, which do you want? A freezing blizzard or a burning flame? Oh, maybe you can help. How could we create a silvery costume that melts into chaotic darkness? Should I give up on the shiny element? Lilith, how lovely to see you, darling. Why, we haven't spoken since you helped me snatch victory in the walk-off. What brings you to Eshtame's? Here at the Royal Seneschal's bidding, you say? Well, I can certainly use some guidance with this costuming conundrum. The costume itself is largely complete. I simply wanted to add the finishing flair in accordance with the prince's wishes, but I'm struggling to envision the image he's trying to convey. Well, there are just so many dimensions to looking dashing. How can one narrow the options down to a single idea? Forgive me, darlings, but I've other projects to attend to. Would you mind going back once you've helped the lad decide on a more definitive direction? That's right, we need to be more decisive. This is not going well. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and here I am ruining my own debut. Ah, it was Lilith, yes? I am sorry to drag you into this dilemma of mine. Of all those who auditioned, they chose me to be the Seneschal Prince. My job now is to become a star performer. And creating a dashing princely persona seemed to be the best way to achieve that. So I did my research into the subject, delving into books about the most gallant individuals, how they act, how they dress, that sort of thing. But I tried to explain, it all came out as a jumbled mess. What makes a seneschal prince a prince among seneschals? Come to think of it, what exactly is a seneschal anyway? What is a seneschal? I actually have no idea. An obtrusive interfaces master's needs. Is that what they are? I mean, you need to talk about butlers, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go for that. I guess I like a valet. I see. Then my fixation on being dashing was entirely the wrong approach. But at least now one thing is clear. I must learn the ways of the seneschal if I'm to be the best seneschal prince I can be. You seem a knowledgeable sort. Left to my own devices, I fear wasting time on the wrong thing again. Will you help me with my research? Huzzah! And first things first. I say we speak with a wide variety of townsfolk and learn what the general public expects of a seneschal. Let's split it up, that we might gather as many opinions as possible. I'll leave the steps of file to you, and we can meet at the Gold Court afterwards. A seneschal? Why, yes, of course. I have one in my employ. The accomplished ones foresee what must be done, and act without need of further instruction. Those who stand around waiting for orders have no business taking the position. That whatever puts me in the mind of the first royal seneschal himself, Sultan Baldric. It is said that every year one girl was chosen from the townspeople by lot, and he would attend to that lucky lass as her personal servant for the entire day. The festival is no longer about choosing a single princess, of course, but oh, how I still daydream about having an attentive seneschal at my beck and call. As a child, whenever Little Ladies' Day came around, I would always hold out in hope that this would be the year I was chosen. My impressions of a seneschal? Well, they strike me as people who excel at preparations. Performing tasks to a demanding lord or lady's satisfaction hinges upon their ability to think ahead, to plan events, to perfection. My work as a server at the quick stand is similar in some respects. We have a special Little Ladies' Day menu on offer this year, and I have everything memorized. Ingredients, the presentation, the flavors, down to the smallest detail. Everything from the main course to the beverages and desserts will be perfect. Above and beyond one's prescribed duties, a server's mission is to ensure as many happy customers as possible. Oh, guess what, Lilith? I was asking about seneschals in Pearl Lane, and a merchant offered me an amazing bargain. He showed me a rare urn of incalculable worth, but even the heavily discounted price was far more coin than I could afford. Come to think of it, what do urns have to do with seneschals anyway? Could it be that you're a little too trusting? Oh, Was I on the wrong track again? I could have sworn. I see. So a seneschal is someone who serves others, someone who anticipates the needs to be done, and prepares for those tasks in advance. In my case, then, I should be a seneschal who serves his fans. Yes, when I put it like that, it just feels right. I should be thinking of ways I can make the crowds happy. And that's exactly what I'll do now. If you could stick around a little while longer, I'd appreciate some help in becoming the best seneschal I can be. I am to don the mantle of the seneschal prince. Yet while I've grasped a clear picture of the theme, I must needs think of how to best embody the manner. A seneschal exists to serve, to ensure happiness and satisfaction, which, incidentally, is how this all began for me. I once knew a girl, years ago. She was my childhood friend, my cherished princess. But alas, she was born with a terrible ailment. She could not rise from bed, let alone leave the house, unless I took it upon myself to bring the outside world to her. I acted out all sorts of tales, a hero's saga, a jester at court. If she wished to hear of it, if it would make her smile, I would assume any role under the sky. One fateful day, I happened to see a songstress in town. She dazzled the audience, and the elated looks upon their faces. I had to rush back to my princess's bedside to share the experience. I sang and danced my heart out for my audience of one. A performance for her and her alone. Oh, how her eyes lit up. Her happiness was everything I ever wanted. It spurred me to practice every day and night. And as I did, I began to feel I truly was a famous performer. Then, all too soon, did Val call her to his somber halls. Ever since, I've dreamed of making a big name for myself as a singer. If I could perform upon some grand stage, then perhaps my voice would rise up and reach her ears once more. That's why I auditioned for the role of seneschal prince, and why I leapt for joy when I heard I'd been chosen. Yet, even though I began all of this for her, it has become every bit my own dream as well. I yearn to sing as that songstress did, and stir the hearts of the crowd. Thank you for listening to me, Lilith. Talking to someone helps to put my thoughts in order. Right, back to the task at hand. Once I've settled on how to best serve my audience, then I should have all the specifics Maribel needs to finish the costume. Let's head over to the Little Ladies' Day stage, shall we? With the better part of the preparations finished, it's likely began to draw a crowd. The sight might inspire some ideas for my seneschal debut. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. I don't have any. It's all good. The stagehands seem swamped with last-minute adjustments, and you can see the fans have already begun to gather. If I'm to decide how to act as a seneschal prince, then it's now or never. Let's see what clues the scene has to offer us. Oh. Help to find Picot's seneschal prince persona. Royal Seneschal, Songbirds fans, Quicksand employee, Songbird fans. See there? A particularly eager Songbirds fan. Come early to ensure a front row experience, no doubt. Rather too early, in fact. My act is first on the program, so he'll be in for quite a long wait before his idols take the stage. Yeah, can we make him more comfortable? Yes, of course. He must be exhausted from standing here all this time. The least I could do is make him more comfortable for the duration of my performance. Royal Seneschal. Yes, of course, if we're speaking of Seneschals, we should look no further than the Royal Seneschal himself. Such a courteous demeanour, and so precise in his movements. Now that I think about it, no matter the work we do together, he is never less than thorough with his preparations. And I imagine he'd be more than willing to help us implement any plan we might propose. Ah, an employee of the Quicksand. Did they not mention offering some exclusive menu over the course of the little lady's stay? Yeah, beverage and dessert included. Knowing such a thing is only available during the festival makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it? I wonder if they'd be willing to bring out a light meal for the audience. Not only would it benefit the fans, but it would be an excellent promotion for the Quicksand itself. I've been thinking, Lilith. There is no rule which demands people must stand to cheer and enjoy a performance, is there? Why not have the Quicksand deliver some light refreshments? Little Ladies' Day themed, of course, and aim for a more relaxed experience. I mean, it's hardly a novel concept. One often orders a meal while taking in a play, or has a flagon in hand while the minstrel strums his lute in the tavern. It would simply encourage the same idea. Naturally, I shall rouse the crowd with song and dance, but this will help define the seneschal side of my stage character. This act is finally coming together. As the seneschal prince, I shall both serve and entertain. Come, there's not a moment to lose. I must first consult with the royal seneschal and then hurry off to make my request to Mistress Momodi at the Quicksand. I must also inform Maribel of my costuming decisions. There is no time. Let's divide the task between us. You would do that for me? Oh, thank you, Lilith. I would be most grateful if you could explain the costume concept to Maribel for me. You truly are my savior. I give you my word the show will be a great success. Please, do be sure to attend. bit too close. Lilith, darling, how fares our princely seneschal? So the show will feature a healthy dose of hospitality, eh? Sounds fabulous. A singer with seneschal's poise and a prince's style. Yes, darling, I know exactly what this costume needs. Leave it to me. Please, let the royal seneschal know that I'll have the outfit ready in time for the performance. Thank you for lending a hand to young Picot. It is good to know the issue with his costume will have been resolved. As I mentioned, the Seneschal Prince is to be the main new attraction for this year's Little Ladies' Day, and Picot himself is to give the show's opening address. I cannot imagine how events might have unfolded without your assistance. You will stay and watch his performance, yes? I've been standing for so long my feet have fallen asleep, but at least the show is about to begin. Should be starting any moment now. The first act is a debut performance from a new singer, isn't it? The Seneschal Prince? What would a Prince of Seneschals be like anyway? I have no idea what to expect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Little Ladies' Day performance. I am Picot, the Seneschal Prince, and I shall be your guide to the ephemeral world of wonder. I imagine you are all weary from the wait, though it be but a trifle. We have taken the liberty of arranging for refreshments. A special festival menu prepared by our friends at the Quicksand. Peach-infused tea accompanied by a selection of spring-inspired sweets. We invite you to enjoy these delights while you enjoy the show. As for us, thank the gods, I was so thirsty. Oh, the new menu has been on my mind all day. What a lovely gesture. I am overjoyed to see you thus pleased. Should this repast meet with your approval, pray consider a visit to the Quicksand following the show. But with that said, I must ask you to keep your eyes on me. Without your full attention, I won't. I am wont to grow jealous. As I fuck up the dialogue with their weird phrasing. Fair princesses, won't you step closer? I promise this shall be a princely performance to remember. Settle in, my dear audience, and enjoy the spectacle of the seneschal prince. I don't know why they're so pumped. He hasn't even done anything yet. There we go. Yeah! Good man. I guess maybe it's a bit much for them to create a song for this, but that would have been nice. Or at least the music. He not only entertains with song and dance, but also captures the crowd's hearts and with warm hospitality. A wonderful display. Hey, the songbirds! Yeah, let's go! Not bad, not bad. It seems we have quite a show to follow. And the songbirds will deliver. We'll take the stage by storm and build this excitement to a raging crescendo. Well, that's cute, but I would have loved to have seen the performances be actual performances. But I guess maybe that's a bit too much for a yearly event. But, you know. Yeah, at least could have had some custom music for the performance. It's like, well, you're doing a performance, right? I mean, give us a show. I guess I'm just too demanding. Lilith, thank you for coming to my performance. It was all so magical. To see such enjoyment upon each face in the crowd was an indescribable feeling. And did you see how they responded to the touches of hospitality? The quicksand server came over to thank me for how quickly word spread about their festive menu. What a stunning debut by the seneschal prince! We've already been swamped with demands to know when you'll be performing next. In fact, I'm thinking of setting up an encore performance while the festival's still ongoing. Is that so? Well then, I shan't disappoint my fans. I wonder if my dear friend was watching me too, from far distant halls. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. For as long as I have the privilege of standing on that stage, I mean to spend every moment delighting all who attend. I almost forgot. I had Marable craft you a matching costume. I was not alone up there in front of the crowd. I felt you standing beside me, as you have been every step of the way. Given your part in all this, you are every bit a seneschal princess. So please, do me the honour of accepting this gift. Tis the least I can offer for your persistent assistance. Patient assistance. Now I must be off to prepare for my next appearance. I too offer my sincerest gratitude for elevating our celebrations to ever greater heights. The Little Ladies' Day festivities have only just begun, but I suggest you go and enjoy them while they last. And we get the set. Very nice. And then they are performing. Very nice. We love it. So what did you think to this outfit? I quite liked it. And we had a cute little story again, which I always appreciate. So that's another Ladies' Day event we've had. And yeah, I always appreciate glamours, especially ones where you can use parts and other things. When it gets to like things being like too attached, like I don't know. Like some of the PvP things where it's so ingrained with what it is, you can't really use it for other pieces for the most part. Like it looks weird if you just use pieces of it here and there. I prefer more like this, where it's just like little bits of clothing that you can just use for anything. Though I kind of wish there was a toggle to get rid of the cloak. Just like I wish that when we had the Halloween thing, you could toggle off the wings on the back, because then you could use it for more things. But it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you again for more Final Fantasy XIV. Bye for now.